helba meshane ne capsules no de wonim say your ba ene be ma dro be ma twa wo ba etmenum ana oba so to asem enei ebe yi sciatica no severe waist pain ana honamra ne adene nyina no eno som abeko wo benya bia to e wo dwa so number ne nie aya 0500888890 na chasa one pemsan ensom emperfo na enkasa na we aya manabo dia no ensom aya aduane no otona manabo nie wo se eba no se bia fast food ene aya pizza wo sa ensom abeka bidia tiano sa fried rice ene chicken no ensom awo ho eba no jollof rice ene ensom agyina pampe ana famo so mo se mo plesi aya mo order na mo je aya pizza no so no manabo se yen kan cho se frɛ no wo ya adwuma awo kronom tie bia weekend abai se ya wedding se ya ye bi ana ba fie se engagement no ene bia boys cool ana mu hia mo ba se munya bibi kakra ensom ale famo sia ne nyina no manabo se bo mori anso ba fra no na fe wono som asebo kama kronom no na mane ya 0249030830 na just on a manable and some enkasa Dr. Solak and ye now Solak Biochemist Limited no I draw the other capsule fan Zedman Plus Herbal Capsule na Zedman Plus no we yasisam aya pr panyai just obete dene we no aya instant do ya yensuo no you top any me no na odi piano na akoni pedwane mo 1 minute draw ni pa I was all from pow ye no mon twen ana just adeba kwama no danisa eni sunsan so boni bia ensom oni papiano so ntia no ahye no so e de amam say bema sexually empam say what dan wo bada bia ye siwasum ensom wonpon awai ena abama wa bema mu na afi wo mema yo etimi asipi asitadro no woni Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi enkasa e wo 0245616028 na Solak enyo so
wa opa juma enano pe fa phone na yeni nkomo we SHS graduates na fe opa juma na se ne opa se onso usua skills bi na eboa na fe nuama koya Pakiki Sports Maze and CPR fitness first aid training no baso na mesra we sports massage and fe CPR and emergency response sports injury management ni nyina no ye becho basic rehab techniques ni nyina na de ye ma wahu ene se wo beje practical knowledge na ni nyina mu no was sports management and I've said yake massage and fitness healthcare ni nyina yakabo ma ye kire na kire ye kire nyina no yade se experience a uhia na ode abo adwuma wo wiase na esa oba na ye kire from eneya esa otuwana mo na omo ba no training fee 600 Ghana cedis a cover tuition and after training and materials how do be dwuma ne certificate yade amount ya na wa no so amame Pakiki Asian kanjo say anwoma so high tension and wo boy adwuma tententen a obeba na afo so aba beji wadesua na nuama koye mu ama ofi a wonya adwuma nyei kwan ya bio adwuma sami brai na ya kire na afo so no wohu na afo de akwakoye wadwuma na afo anuama so e kama wie so etimi faw adwuma ma obo adwuma so no ho na say enei wo experience say na asem si ofie sami kase ababa ofi mi nyame mfa ne kranse ye lawyer ya Black Star say book game ya o say o try cardiac say o experience our first aid mu ambetimi asave no enti we here say fear bia mu no yetimi ba na fear besu bi for safety ebeboa 0241 28 77 25 0241287725 na WhatsApp your number and as well friend na ye din komo and then anope we Pakiki and ye dey nin komo about Ruta Mr. Ruta Live na fe Ruta tonic no we dwama so ye 3 in 1 Ruta Mr. unya malaria be boa and afi Ruta Live mo jani afusane e we de pedua no no e be ko Ruta tonic no so no say typhoid fever hawa over friend number 0244485632 now what in common natural company limited pro slab capsules Jones assemble Jones and bame mo prime no bo tiaw ni nyina no unya pro slab no ebebo true man capsules a weak erection premature ejaculation and obeko and afi Congo ointment no hona mensa bia awa dwum bia no de fabisra so 0249017101 ni adin ko me dima fear Dr. Time da so Dr. Neo just say yade no hypertension anase hepatitis E ane hawa jobo diabetes anase obi a eye stroke ana afem ade wato fama eye medimafo ana afe odi wasem ama awo ho asem nyina no wodi wani kire bua kwa agogo school junction akran so poko asem ayera eye 0244 774282 na afi wadi nkomo na current stick de edro ne yo zaro mixture ne G capsule si eye edro American for the amasem enam yare se gono ana afi kan dai ana hawa adwuna wunya current stick enro bia no betumi aboa mixture ne capsule so no mboma echire di adwuma na si adiama man capsules no enso eye bema ummo adwuma bema umodemo awo form wadro nie hindia ba mister ne eye typhoid ne diabetes ni nyina no eno nso ebe call 0246348334 na fe wonso adu nkomo kojak farmer wonu mantaroma eye kojak chako toothpaste ano pain ne ba adwuma yi eno ane ede atwi ase ebe yi wonu mu ka ede from kodani kosukuwa momfa bintwi wo mo sen ama wo mo na that proco ne dia sa utipa na paiwa wo de onya bia eno nso beboa ye pa 0244559597 na fe wadu nkomo enu ma beko ye tabia no tabia takum eno ana wo tafre bi wudi bi bema anu ma nko ye bema wo so bo adwuma ne mo matinkai eya de bi ni oba no nso di bia mumienu mu hia mo be wo sa tinkai eya sronko tabia capsules no enso eba capsules no de sisie no ebe yi mama man no ama sisi ade afio ana fe tabia ba mister and so near no aye ne ye ka malaria ebe free 0243686861 afi wo bo juma emulate no ana make am for say emulate ba supplement no ana make say kantanka for na dia bo we support immune system no na ntiga krabia no abre obi won so na nani so bri no wo drop panie o ma me fo na mo ye juma o ja ho ana afa wiam nyina no mo nko pharmacy mo ko amoso pa emulate no mo benya bi Alaska Star Enterprise die wallpaper marble sheet and have a blind curtains correct one and have a PVC floor tiles ni na Alaska and a diaba Alaska the day or we doom on a boss of a building and a dead with a cycle tiptoe lane wa 0554-114-878 na wadum komo na bibian so ayakama Samens Herbal Clinic awo ene we asokore mampon na omo say yade no ayade awo and I say stroke and I say ene mi kase obo ani prostate when a problem obi ani liver any kidney no when a problem no say brother o fan fidie mu machines egu anya machines ke to dey fam free wa e wo say yade ne yese ni apedro e dey ama na bibia kama ye body therapy say massage and afi physiotherapy ni nyina no eno so ye bi e we yaso kuma say asokore mampon ni asokore mampon rural bank and the administration 0240826995 na afi wadun come Lawson beverages no e delay man bitters na me bon ho da royo bema de ese delay bema senso che ye adwuma bo keche ni adem ye hu se wo bema masa enya 1-2 minutes no awie obayi busa so awie eye nim gwase no madra bi delay man capsules no so ma no ko afiche na sa wo te yawa eno so boa wo de anum bi wo bo se yi ya wo no e de afiwa ma atenka kosro 0248619999 na wa bonkomo polytank o madaroma eye world cup party time with polytank na polytank say predict a win and you na social media Facebook polytank Ghana my polytank GH our Instagram and I feel polytank our X called predict na ewini Ghana's #1 water storage tank our polytank since 1992 and your boy Juma our mayimo na 3P garlic mixture the dre boy papa mo dey besi piesita dre ya utiemina high blood pressure u sugar level osro and afro bi o yakese a obesa ne so tie fro obesa so te when your bloated stomach obu onso a na immune system na your menstrual pains and after stroke enyawa o de per 3P garlic mixture na num bi ubo de ye e woni peduam 3P no garlic and ye de aye emu o kama pa o pe garlic obu o a wo se garlic e ya na agima num da bi wei wonuma enyiwanum hyano nso efama baby ato odro bia benya bi ato 0248928824 na wadin koma Dr. Mensa na Dauma waso nkanchiro say ne obi a sasa drono odi aba na sasa drono obi a oye business enye obi a wadi ne nsaso bi bia manye hard luck bi edi wachi dware sasa droi eno beboa ana afe nu bone enso enom adro odi bia ba obi a wanom be mfie dunum ni nyina wo mu jai ana afe obi a nanum enka enso ewom sabi panin so oda na wadwonso ni nyina na droi ye obi a wade Rethmam herbal powder ba enkrado mu ko no mumma obi na eboa a retentive memory powder onuma anase use so eboa ma adwene mu dawo ana cement manpower capsules no memedro bema ye delivery e obabi a for 0244921269 na wadun komo Bible hospital dompeno emu abu na obi wonya accident ama ni nsama bu ya footballer obi nso nan emu abu obi wonso a na mi kase enuama nkoye ewo bone nu mu a spine ana problem abamu a eno Bible hospital how na do ani doctor say HIV akro wo dro wo ene ya kan say gono dro doctor ewo hepatitis dro for ani ache atonso agogo ya ba agogo hospital ana fen Cranswick Spintex Road 18 Junction 0244988004 na wadi nkomo na power specialist ana di wie na afi yakwa mono ne eno power specialist dey ma me doctor koso adua ya wasem kanto say 2 min ho na wo eno nti na fa na power specialist yi fatty liver ulcer fibroid ana kidney a wasebra na onsa ya da bibidwo crogene ya ma me dey say ade wo kumase a ye wo fe ya say bosum twekwa no so adua ya junction won kran so akobenya ACP road ana afi mo takrade o record do anaji estate 0244544422 fancy na wabonkomo
wo mera say supremo ye basona ya ba beto aso enso e free ye drew ayamuzu p helba mixture question of the day ayamuzu sponsored anti ni kwan say the agrocry infection drew ye tatashio Dr. Amuzu am say nuano say ye makoma 24 and he say okote gono okote aye candidiasis and as a syphilis na ukwane nkwa adro no we de abako benya no na fe wade ho kama de abako enye kra no say obana nsuo gu rough of adro be kra bi won man na ase emuachi aye tan sana say enke fu wase ban emwa kra nya sana na bi ete won so ofili ase sebio wase kwan no aba aha nti wunya muzu p help am shabra abema no my tight Ama nafi so wasantie so that mamuzu pia daroma question of the day mon from me na question of the day ni yebisa say use a word to describe Ghana's performance against England. Use a word to describe Ghana's performance against England. Kabo Ghana forces saying
yes. Benji said no size and obey you. Kwame Wazaro said watching the show live from Morocco, Casablanca. Was yeah, Sarah is fantastic and what day message and so a day abba Ibrahim bin Hood was a superb defensive mentality. Declan Rice saw pure harambo and one also Edway Abba one also Ogido Brown Jr. said determined and one no Ebefa and so Ediamaye sorry Philip Chelsea superb and one describe around sorry Kwame temperature as a fantastic and what the other when some that guy was a Ajinkwa and one also a Vanessa sorry Ajinko and no a message no Drenya Kwajo as a fantastic performance and one and so the other Sumadu Michael as a fantastic job and Sumadu Michael and so the other where a Victor Dalima what just the beast and one also as them and Emmanuel entry extraordinary with 5 emojis attached and anope Mamia Coast a fantastic performance and a Mamia Coast and so the aba home B as extraordinary a wet our day my branch feno Benjamin Asari.
Whoa, Mena Sena on Benjamin Asari, the Anna Shadrach Mumfa, Aya Saran Sudi and Mamiam say Yatisi Montenso, Shak Mose, Ayahena Mudriano, na Yenti Ghana. Labor okay as for labor ho almost say omoko busa Ghana for so say saying and almost see Benjamin Asari Emodembo in post and between the sticks na I'm say Asari somebody can come in
yeah
na oya jumanti enti the Ghana for ni bi and so at the buy Baba to us from WhatsApp videos no more be buy the camera WhatsApp line on your screen bottom left corner and a day WhatsApp line to record a video in a landscape version of Fabra in the course of the show yababo ediama yakọ foreign abana Barcelona for no said ye mother for no tate wo no ma who say carbon here bass and nipa wasa Japan omo ye me check akara okay tini Newton say ai na dey marry dey no betimi ai married for no say Woman feeling be say bounce a beton and as I let you go beton player no. I'm a one Madrid
than Barcelona.
Woman be kind of 150.
Yeah, no so.
And our friend also the add-ons we come up 150.
Any say we mu no Madrid for crowd.
What must say? By say a dear minion is here. On na me here you want.
Yeah.
I'm a message in comment me and
Sure.
Shadrack go Castel Defers. Hona na escafone tena Barca place no Mosca no.
Okay.
Hona no tena wo de mamidi kama Shadrack one picture na obo Castel Defers na unyinya honi bia. Shadrack kwanya picture ne sisi afato so me ha de. Jame me say kan say boy no. Yes from Argentina camp.
Okay.
Wanya fie 2. Enye fie bia ne fie. Ma be bia do tibatu ya de bia box to plan ye pe. Shadrack the project man because foreign na me kodo
no.
Oh, but Castle Def is
okay.
Ti ano
ana esikafo
ontibo footballers me na
yeah.
Then be new.
Nkonya. Plastic
ebi mu da nya ho ne bia.
Okay.
Say one top wonya ba ko na mum wonya 2 mu ba ko yofo no ane ho. Unse bia wo on ne girl ne wife ne. Ana ba ko so for busuya
family no.
Omo betena aben no.
Timadu.
Ana boy ne be so otena da bia ha Barcelona. Castle Denfels. Now you mess mo ne name amone wan so others now no more the same lane.
Okay.
Ti ahana akwada ne pese
Ojon lane no.
Wotena. Ti
Charlie.
Twa. Nyese ya baby kitwa.
Wow.
Woman nyese otena bensu no na bia from breeze. Bia sea breeze ne land breeze. Also feel
you feeling nature.
Nyana bia na betwa esi atu. No we obi empon no kakra bia. I want to oh masa
chankasa utinsu
akwada ne de bansa ne de wo ma bansa
Sharafa picture ba kuno blade na kube bi na sisi na no fan
o de kwati ti kube bi o na mo de o kabo wo hu kube ro ne ho afo wo hu kube
o ti azara o bowe
o ma ka 2015 ya ko gitira gini da ya baby ni pa igosi no zo no se o de yankum aboa bush say mo kan bush meat no omo da mo ti kwi omo korea che say ayi aboa kura say o twin ana ayi na to amana mo ntimi mpie unso ntimi mfa aboa yi mafie ma ye ho hwe wo tutun wo muro mo nso ye che so akutora gin ho
wazama pa
omo bruta no mo ho twin di
na ni o twin
sana no me hu say ayi oyuo bi twam wo Germany kwamu am say Ghana papa my ko from na ba now we should have got to car board no afa to boot
ani
na me hu ka bi o de nkokọ na car ni twa na akwa no afro kia na chi yi nkokọ ni bi from well, you go for it, I be na yaba be shifty straight. You go for it, I'm live on TV, no. Wontumi TV, digital on the satellite or platforms, no. Emi and so YouTube, Wontumi TV live, and I say, make our Facebook on see Wontumi TV and Wontumi 101.3 FM. Quick, me quote no BW5E 963 745 BW5E 963 E7A BW5E 964 1C0 BW5E 964 4A6 and a BW5E 964 7C6 so I 17 8 7 6 and 5 hours respectively.
Good.
Yako for about this Wontumi sports buffet ye chemu bia
anwanwa juma no you yame wo hoda se uji didia obeya juma ansachre ni no you yame wo cheme ma kwaba se uji didia obeya juma ye bompaye shamaki Israel Yehuwa ilahenu Yehuwa ekad we ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika luvika uvika naveshika uvika miyodika tode yashak in English in the name of Jesus amen.
Amen. Shout out, come on, boy, Kapo. Say, Kapo chairman, I feel chairman, yes. You got time at Tabu Casamu, send messages and a Benino Biase. Hey, oh, chairman, ya dear pass, say, watch me assemble. I just quite do come home, and papa, me.
Na guess it is okay how.
Guess
Personal so much is ringing out. Yababam na young serious I came Sebasiako and watch Enwa. Wobian Sassi Ronaldo as from San Openo. Winner time so I'm on time Jumaria Yeti Ewa Prabono Sia. Your friends are Wontumi and your sports by Teninaro. Yabateta Honso Adama Ama Humatomba. Your friends are Ronaldo so boy our Sama Chenemo. Yara Amta Tenemo Nababanam Ansana. Yababa so Sharak Mame Aya France among Kodana Sansa and a Premier Control Sir. One coach I first said Didier Deschamps and Ayobia. One of the above two Casa Nemame and some Ayamedia Mamena Dan and Saban Cruz and Roa. Amachasa Babia Cocotrono and you must some Roho at the Manchester France Ameno at least as a coach and Wabone. One Babaya trolling everyone you and some any our bra. You some Kodana, Woman Shasia Gatam Marco Ama. I had technical Timino, Woman some not to fee a Yaboku and Asomea. Your France almost some Kodanina. Amachasa News, Woman some Adama, one of not making another person. Yamiama fight day, Omukem Awasa Baswa, already Obianum so well qualified. Name of Yamian says so much I was a body of Cambiasono, I was a France Ameno, Woman some and I a big game. Woman and it's just a Norway Timono and some other original. Yam some Norway, I qualify and watch France and some I qualify. Now some I am much and I come here coach and some our dugout our Brian Castle Penino, Jamina Quanasa by now Quadie and some Oya to France and some Anasa. Now Jamesa Canasa I'm assistant coach. One of some other Yajumano, yes, in Mbappe, I just want a captain. What a message and some buyer and I just a place I can know Jomo Canasa Omumpo. I was a game against Norway, Yamiama fighting. I was a France and Kodanisha. Now and you say be a win Kakanamono, one to the Abasa was so much as I came to Sadabea, one of some Adabasha and your coach and Monyamna and watching almost some Adia BB and some Adiama coach. One say if nothing at all. I was so winning I came to my coach. Your friends said Didier Deschamps and no and some up to Taba home coming yet the Emma Nano pay and some our short also not Brazil Timino, one of some other and about 10 o'clock and a Brazil national Timino, one of some game Emma so on some Brazil, one of first game a Resabenta. Emma just a moon I tower on second game no woman I win on my last game in here. Now you can't I'm on your man Jamal Tata I'm a catchosa ya cancer name that's what junior and one of some other making a debut our 2026 I World Cup in Montana Trino name some other ball now Shaq MMA a probable lineup and one some other cosa much anymore not just a manager about me changes I was a game remo now Dominion in understand. And I know Mateus Cunha and some MST and Yama anymore and some Yama Brazil national team and what you open a tier. Yabena Vinicius Junior and just a player. Your father said Lucas Paqueta. One and just a Ryan Num and Bruno Guimaraes, Afe Casemiro Num and just a Santos and Gabriel Magalhaes, Marquinhos and Danilo. One more and a Jamesa Canasa. One more some other starter. Our goalkeeper no. And Alisson Becker. One amateur so better post anymore and some anti amateur so mea your father say your bro so our anadwe no wɔn game no so ba so na serious call ɛne sɛ deɛ manager ne kan asɛm ama no pai mede ayɛ story ɛbae no bibia nso atwerɛ sɛ name da several junior ɛbɛbɔ ɛne game bi on start crime a ɛyɛ de a match ne so ɛkɔ so na no anya hwɛ kwade second half Neymar ɛbɛbam ne nyina no sa akɔta no ɛnɛ ɔyɛ fully fit sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ coach ɛka sɛ 90 minutes ɛkɔ no ɔbɛsa akɔda no bɔ a Neymar nso bɛtumi abɔ no yɛtwa ne awu sɛdeɛ no nso bɛsi akɔ ɛwɔ abrɛ ne ɛno nso ɛyɛ update aba ho nkɔmɔ no nyinaa no yɛde ɛma yɛkyɛmfa ɛna no pai ɛnso ɛwɔ hwɛ no so nyame yɛ adom a ɛyɛ Saturday ɛna Belgium wɔbɛbɔ ɔmo third game na ɔmo ne New Zealand ɛna bɛbɔ na yɛnim sɛ Jeremy Doku wɔbɛyɛ ne boy no nso story shadow Jeremy Doku a ɛbɛtɔ dwa sɛ Doku ɛbɛba kyɛ sɛ ɛnoa Tuesday wɔnim sɛ Doku akɔ aba bɛduru ɛyɛ Belgium ɔmo camp ɛma kyɛ sɛ team no wɔmo nso agye no fɛw so na Jeremy Doku everything no ɔnsɛ wifi ɛna ba sɛ wifi nam sɛ ne time asom ɛwɔ so wɔkɔ awɔ so na ɔmo no yɛ na ɛduru saa moment ɔmo mfa ne ɔmo ani agorɔkora buɔ no ma bi a ɔba ne time aso na bɛma ne nam wohwɛ no baabi a wohunom ɔbo wɔ kora kapo meka sɛ yɛ panama na san ebi a kyɛ sɛ form ɛkyɛ so ebi a kyɛ sɛ midwives no yɛ push ebi a ntimi mantu deɛ san na yɛnyɛ CS kora na wonyimu bɛma no wɔ baabi a wohwɛ da wohunom batana enti Doku yɛ so wɔ kwamanfo di natam ɛna bi mu ayin wonkwa na woyere ensom afa fro ana wonkwa na woyere nyam ene ajamanfo ka bi a ama chasa Declan Rice no ene place aka mo no so defend aye Jeremy Doku ene wakoba ama chasa ani chisam ansa ne bana ye fa ni praise a chasa akona ne bama no wuri ensom abadru camp e wa bro no aye Doku ana chasa team no e ma na kwaba nti nyame ya no Saturday wono som aye available for selection a eno aye Doku enso de no peno yet yet follow Messi any na Sharak Mamilio Messi Bama Uniano Onsam Yanama for one da Adentina Leono will be an away and kitten but Leo Messi and a word dio bra said you only see the training our gym no Union your pull ups I just a pull ups no who pull one cast weight our gym ho I just a shadow I carry video on a bar will be what Juma Bontaman say Leo Messi and some board to me to be a sad dumbbells no masa wumi awol ko pasadi sam okitabo na sebi a wo pom no nkom ana sebi a leo kitabo na sebi a uwusu ne na se enye ya enom aye Jerusi nti a chese a uwia no ne ho dem papa nanka age 39 die ko we ka sebi a leo Messi no ensam unia ye mre e wa brane no unia nsom ana chese wo pulu ni ma chese na wo ma sheda video ono nko nsom ade aba en wo chibabi o de dumbbells aye adwuma no nyina no and also remember no much as Messi aransa so 39 na just obi a 39 years and you just a stomach training or that's what you know oh ya kwame so na nya hwe ye be untie na adwane bi e twama kwame badi I just said when you some that's a training 10 and some our gym ho ye den am 13 na no and some am on no pe e wo show no so na yenko aye just a game no way mama we for so Ronaldo esa nei I was here sanka ayesi Ronaldo asem na no pano ye mo na bana l'equipe ye ka l'equipe woman ye newspaper ba ko mo France na l'equipe and am the banner on front page and am say hwe any kwansa wo se Ronaldo abufuo esa se the moment wo be se Ronaldo abufuo no wuni aso sore so pa wo se Ronaldo abufuo o man abufu amateur so kom den ada say ye start World Cup wo bo first game I want to go ye be say Erling Haaland Kylian Mbappe, Harry Kane, Amomia so be about 2 goals each, and Leo Messi and a hat-trick by Ronaldo and should go. Second round na chasa Messi adika botu na chasa Erling Haaland and some asa botu ama Mbappe some edi 2 by Harry Kane share Black Stars na totasa no count fallen hwensi when Ronaldo some I just said we be from Panwa when you some about 2 goals na newspaper no be so much say ebia jata no oda e wo some jai jata and some ama jata da ana sesebo enso eda ye disturb no na mo na mo kan e na mo sere Ronaldo wonu som asia ruthless e wa bone eno som aye sere paper no wo som ade mo de ba na anopana me kan cho se Ronaldo every game na wo ye interview a wo ka so hwe camera mu Ronaldo get emotional I am back I just my samba my bano no so won ko ba bia na wo ka I am back na so se dia bia so wo ko off bi ana fei ensom ana wo ba ana Zlatan Ibrahimovic ensom say you want to just asemna Ronaldo kasa I am back no was one Ibrahim donim and so Ronaldo way you never left what am I say we san that will be in wo betimi akasa bia Ronaldo no wasam and wo hwie and e bia wonyade and e bia goals e ma unim popa into onim ne entia ba sa e bia Ronaldo aka I am back masa mona mo kasa empuna and empunu amenei ayare se Ibrahim ensom adana baso bono ensom atemano na obejeri ye paso one teammate your friend Bruno Fernandes onim se tuba bia yana ebana Bruno nya one person about passe ni adeni woyo waya sanu manu nyina no ye don komo pa na jamesa kan sesiano sa Bruno enwa wonu wona do ye combination bi enwa bon ekọ time wasa ekọ wo bi nyina so nche omu hu Ronaldo a wo mu fidi ene ade ema chese Bruno ensom ya assist ema si roll ene nya sa second goal no na Bruno se ha Portugal for no nyina no omani kosua ensom ani Ronaldo na omu ya Ronaldo say obehye goals e dia ma oman no na se sia na Ronaldo be ne omade ne ma so ma to adi kura goals no be start ya ba na ne game bia on be kombia no Ronaldo no ensom aye ne omaye dia ene kombia so Portugal ensom abekwa ni mo na Rafael Leo every bench abai wono som abenya goal ana Rafael Leo say Cristiano ayomo best player no two ways about Ronaldo no when born but too much na the one can say Wobia ye jutum sa we your best player see and also ball no na dia ba kunu say be your first game and want to me and go and a hat but and one crano ninka Ronaldo etimi bo hat-trick and some our match no but when you sa ninina no wo mo some other fan sa na fe wo mo some area ye juma be catch us time wo mo ye so mo bisa Ronaldo about Leo Messi and Mbappe Ronaldo bisa said next question from ra when you know but baby so there wo bako sa ko bi sa Ronaldo say enchanya bia unim say mo komani mi ya no wo betimi ahia Argentina wo betimi ahia Leo Messi a World Cup no mo na obeso wo ahia Leo Messi wani mu ana Ronaldo say question a wo bi sa me die who said the only answer no na do obeso kan nyina no say aya assembly who say question say any nine but obey day and can be great who should obesi ya no but na se bosse bia ya bon kwanu na bia Argentina and some other Portugal abesia according to see Ronaldo or say e be great say omumi no and some abesia ade ataso and some kakra if free omaso ateba enwa wablo koba say Black Stars area before cross about Black Stars so no Sharon Simon Roberto Martinez and who say coach na ni agera some other support MOB abremu odin na say bia ukosunya gidi etani panachia na se o si hwani ma ekọ as planda yanam na M1 kasa excitement eba enu akoti wojina dagat Ronaldo epoko na nanim aye serious na ni age enu manager no nie na omu game on Ronaldo yenche se the coach no esi ball Ronaldo enso abaso
of emotions, is allowed to have feelings. I think what is impressive with him is the answer. The answer, whatever he feels, the answer is to get back on the training ground and practice and work and demand from himself. And that professionalism is what is giving him the longevity. I think we all have our opinions and everybody can speak about the player, but I think nobody gives you a better assessment of what you do in your career than the longevity in football. And I think what he's achieving with his numbers is just somebody that I was asking him the other day. I don't know if it's genetic or his work, and I do believe there is a combination of both. But I never work with a player that has got that capacity that whatever happens today, tomorrow is going to be the hungriest player to improve, and that's an aspect that I would love to transmit to any youngster that he wants to play football, because it's a real example. is a human being. I think he's allowed to have emotions.
And I kakra free Ronaldo manager na so de penano peno and so I was shown so amateurs updating now yet Emmanuel pay live on the show now and what young call Declan Rice and you say picture bia and some asafa as a time and Declan Rice and then miss zone a room and somebody call just a dressing room and answer what the quack footing bassano you say woman bandage in the 9 left just Declan and some problem kakra and some chess and night bankum no or to me and share about draw now drawing in and you are some and of course now coach na your fellow Thomas Tuchel now some far a many gentlemen yes Thomas Tuchel and many channel and some that didn't come on Hurricane make an pay so what ya make a choice tournament to be and Hurricane aqua just when you fewer touches as enwa Jonya na just just 19 pay 19 touches and a Barca player your friend say Hurricane and some Dabi Sharon Fabakono may make a manager on Hurricane here na and a report I mean so can say 19 touches and the fewer a Hurricane and our major tournament one Kasako Nasa and what Blasters elementary pa Nanu and of course never so say Hurricane or my rely on Ken's watch I just say Bibiania Hurricane T and all so one should go Yana just a man some I one should go not just the problem and some any day and some and our branches are and some as our Bibia manager and some do come to a Tennessee want to come our post match Yanshin who Hurricane and some our game and I'm Thomas Tuchel and so this some commoner yet I'm telling and some my for an pay and some our show so Tuchel and you're ready to move on after Mamma Brantia your father said party make you post and some our Snapchat now answer Snapchat and any panel picture on the two a clown not just say as we a joke na MCS a kutia bia way and some mirror answer to say bia kiss up concert party baswa na bia the delay to kalanum any a drop 2020 woman and a saturn not just to toto woman yachi ama just woman you know and some other call some picture no ba ubo said a party and some supposed to attend the bus one telling you MCS just prince diana a boss on quite the only player was not a party one party one chair party no one fool send to the biama just a Berman sote just a picture and some about 110 hour Bernardo Peno yet I am to tell the canning now and some my for our show no sooner Meno Casa late testament and coach your friend Josie what shall say to come out now Joseph Marino and a manager and so the Atuka was say I want to Gasawa what do Real Madrid I want to come so be on your done Real Madrid and Kebia and the second coming and your son Cabella Juma and so do Madrid and Unti and I mean now your casino one of some Asama back Abba Ayabokua your fansa Real Madrid Ebium and a manager no one more team rebuilding na American Kajosa Samasa or fear but Amuguso to Tonio Mapa or players are Madrid Sania manager no any movie any day and now no Casa latest and a rebuilding goalkeeper Andre Rooney and one more so much as I expected so be a goalkeeper no stay on cover beer and no I Andre Rooney Ebium Real Madrid yes more and just a coach in come I bako one say Kamavinga no on to me fete just a style of play and he said maybe a come here can be to just say be a Kamavinga our baby qua I was one in terminal latest I mean say Eduardo Kamavinga and will be a yes Madrid no otena we be a boy in campus impossible just I'm one mountain maybe as you I just and some I and also and what you know one more to just your fellow Raul Asensio benya nankabi onom abetena but according to Josie one was so much as omujano kwan na ja was so much akora no kwan no one trust agent and din at the Jorge Mendes ono and also support emergency player your fellow Raul Asensio omuja boy no kwan ema ono ensom ako Alvaro Carreras basa from Casomu kan yoda yes Carreras no Mourinho beso chesa on kind of plans ho and also chesa bi amontono one kind of plans and we sense profile no metesa Mourinho should I convinced say bi akwata no betimi abo but ne nyina che no wo say Carreras there nanu ya no mdere ba wo mabre enti boy no ebe stay ana Franco Mastantuono so obi adjame say kan say akwata no yesem omo penasem pa anti em say Jose ayadano anti em say bia fanan there Mastantuono no woni ba bia akọ anyare yesa akwata no wono so ebekọ ba bia eno aye kakra eno so free akwata na fa no say Mastantuono aso ye ensom aba eno chi Morocco ni akwata na ye fa no Brahim Diaz ensom the future anyway Brahim Diaz enso dia no report amenya no sesia no say yes aye farna bonchi ansananka aye sukuru salakoglu stadium na farna bonchi so team no report amensa kan say omunya boy na mo papa emena aye kase so mo so monitor aye serious situation no eno so asi kwatentente ata manager for say Jose Ebai aye 4-2-3-1 formation na 4-2-3-1 formation no wamo be so mo chese Joseph wa wontimi mo bia no awase omja kwan ema wo kwan nti em say kasa Ruben Diaz on one krom ni wamo say Joseph eya dane pa na Mansiri fo no wamo madwen say omonto Ruben Diaz and Madrid abiem ana Diaz ensom ankona Diaz ebeste because aye dey manager a wo ba no Ruben Diaz ebe person on coach no ensom abeya djuma bat ni nyina mo Joseph yobi meteso no so ya Ruben Diaz power bone wono so abeso ori player no enso eba na Atletico Madrid ani bobokua ye for se Leverkusen omuwie eno eye player ye for se Alejandro Grimaldo ono ana chese attacker chaka Alex Grimaldo na anda Xabi Alonso no omuya jumba pao mebeka chose Leverkusen for no beton adiama Atletico enam no kasamete sambokwa ebia ena midweeki womo som ebetimi awie ama chese boy ni do no eno som abaso wonim sa Barcelona mebeka no pense sa 120 and 150 and 130 ne die some about tata o mebeka chose na amount abasa for no ensom abasa ba na latest offer eye dem de man no pay a meka chose Barca passe sa omo the add-ons eka omo next aye bet ne ho a ebe pagya kwakwadru 150 million euros and no mo de kwakofa aye Julian Alvarez ensom ade akwada na banatie dia essay latest emono chia ewo ho no say akwada no yesa Atletico fo no say akwada no say opa de kokwa hu a omo betia de no so de akere no pa na wo yobi a omo se na wo mo ntoma Madrid ene wo mo ntoma Barcelona wotena na boy no so mo Atletico ni biem okay Atletico na wo mo na omo so de omo ntena ho ma wonye omo kada ombe towa jom sika ene se bia boy no epese Barcelona ana okwa yesi Atletico for no say impossible so omo beton boy no ediama Barcelona ana no Madrid anya de yesi abebam say La Liga no ana so mo biem a wo mo de omo jom sika ene yesi PSG no so wompe ana Arsenal so wompe ene yesi yenya Dortmund bi kra ma wase ne wagene sa na ne wo mo som adwom sika ti bobo ko no wo mo som ene abrepa na boy so say wakasa Barca no de kwan bia so aye Barca ana obebo na already ukwa Argentina omo campaign aye kasa isom awachese aye show no so a report amemi nya no sa Argentina for no on say omo di omo nkomo pa eno ntina na no ya enso so sorry yesa tintina wo mo ntono ma no nkomo tese boy no yeso wonya fie awo cast down falls awo Barcelona na hono ya na aye Barca kugu down players no mo na enso na pesa area ho pa na fie no report amensa kan se bako ebe onu ane dia na bako so akọ ade ma ne family serebe a wo bia benyana so hwenya fei ene bia wo dia o gane ye obuma ni che won pasem bia tene bia buso no fa bako a na ne onu so ane na kodo nkua na se bia aye Alvarez ane ni squeeze amo enso afa bako na fei wo mo so ade adom dwuma ntifie na no awo cast down falls amontation no mienu ana temi nya no na pen sa boy no yeso we can secure two say Atletico kosoro ebe ka from krana aye Barcelona and wono ensom abebo wonu say boy no nkomo na no and after Portugal game omobusa aye João Felix say Felix say won wa ba Atletico da na Joao Felix no ohu aya Atletico for say no mo mpan for no negotiation wo aya transfer mu ani ade city ana Joao Felix say ono when you ma kwasna sa club no boy wey ebe hu dia kwaso bia boy na betimi aka kire na o outsider won tani o ma se o na o inside na bo say o damu pa but o she eye boy no say de hia no say boy na ni beje na ye ko bane de nyina nipa bia no o wiase a awre ho eye o da obi no o fa say bia ne kra ewre ba hu ntane ne de o she dia ma kwada no say ani tie ensom ababa boy na krom na fe wo fu sa de bia eye best ensom arama ne bia no I was sending some Otumika. Now, Bonsa Fanane, Womo say, Sanya, Julian Alvarez, the Romo Tintamana, Masudia, Mikel Oyazabel, also Sociedad, and so by the World Cup, him, or to Tuntana Pound, and Yasobo 2 goals. Now, Yasomo Tiri, Passam Son, Lami Yamano, our national camp, understanding a year Juma, and Sanya, a Yana Chitain, and Yomochian and Trindia, Mikel Oyazabel, and D, and some other some weeks ago, Wama try Sabia Mikel Oyazabal, Omadi Aquadano, and so Ababo Fanasa Barcelona, and on some update about home common, yet Emma, yet for an pay, and some other shows from Manchester United. Jamina is a million for Metisa meeting, ever Cosune. Now, meeting El Cosune, I say Manchester D world class player. I won't come on. Now, world class player there. And I would want it from where send you be in Papa Molavo no ne Halan Molavo na but Yenim Pakwa man for no one some upon Uncle Tiaba Kana Fe Yama man for so we omu meeting omu ya and you bound in Pana Manchester for no and some other swam Tenepa na and watch the latest I mean you say player na your friend Mateus Fernandez I'm a better sir man for say woman dia omuntena Emma Weston and Choma Beno yes say and boy na BMO sir on to me tena ada side chini no na mrana na kontiana oyo open dia and e bia Tottenham Hotspur and some knapa woman abatimi afa boy no and say man you are pay omo game na bia Manchester woman first can be an count dia enya won sa akwata no won some abatimi join e Tottenham Hotspur ebiam Marcus Rashford a player man you for no some offload no na scan dia toro sunano pay from Turkey and a report amenya no say Galatasaray woman some a club ba ko a one the Marcus Ababeka omo transfer list no sa makacho sa Rashford that's one of the Premier League no omo biem obaba no body am man to them say can sa player no report about say Galafo no and some no boy na mekasa Chelsea and na we no Marco Palestra one Roba, one of our best defender ever Serie A. Na akwara story on Pemeka say we be sign 6 year deal boy never sign it. Nisi ko beje ene de be kwadi ama talent nyina no. We ma we onward aye dachi bia percentage. Our resale aye 10%. Na Marco Palestra ana report on me say kan say ni agent no aye fan say Lucci. Wonum say we pani no yes Chelsea for a promise no hefty commission. Sa commission Inter Milan dia oya aware wo mu ntwane na ntwane chena say agent obejiska kasia pa Inter no mo player no kwa mo pa fa ni free anya bebe marota na waya president wo player no kwa pa fa ni free na agent James sikara na Chelsea for no enso mbadi opopo akoda no project na make say Xabi Alonso and boy dim koma enwa and boy na abante boy ni de wanya ba say yes Alonso say oya da akoda no pa adaya wo mo person mo chese boy no or you versatile what me bought multiple roles and on concordant chain and what wing back no what me bought either say be a left wing back and I say right wing back ebiam what me bought right full back and I say left full back no one that's out that way and if our best defender our Italy woman league last season our brother woman some other boy na bar ya day I update about me kasa nunti Chelsea Everton Malo Gusto and the Man City team no now I'm per 45 million pounds and actually you no posho yaba studio say Jamina say yes Chelsea for say 75 million pounds for Malo Gusto Udu ko euros around 88 million euros and no I am at Chelsea for the now akoda no wobo World Cup da bi ochire mu no wo beto no for 40 30 da bi kra na domo so mo chene nyina no say woman beton na mum I was a price no aye right price no aye right and kwadia woman so ebeja boy no na mum say central bi Italy airport to say oni Musa Junus Musa sa Juas ni boy na Junus Botema aya chese Atalanta o na Junus Musa no na yese asense da meye dendende but media mimi nya no say yese Chelsea fo no pushi pa na Chelsea fo pushi a when you say Junus Musa, so also 23 years. In China, we shall say the age category. Chelsea for them, SCA, Yamunia Manadia, Nani Akwadana, Fanasa, Junus Musa, no, so no, woman, other some of the Sabino, and so a Yabo Kodumu, Brenano Peno, and on some Ayaka from Aswaya, at Ebana, Liverpool for no, answer Jean Diomande, and that's a Liverpool for no pushy, no Koyasabia, Leipzig, Pescabia, Wontumi Tradia, and Domba sa almost say Yankuba Minte answer Brighton one boy no 40 million pounds Yankuba Minte one option number 1 4 and Bradley Bacola crowd every time by Canada one so they also crowd compare Bacola around 80 million pounds and also yeah maybe Yan Diomande Nkwano 130 ade ti and some Liverpool for no and some other so by nyoma ya day update and ya kan nyina no e ma na no pay so live on the show ya first na afia ma kwama bedwa from na ya ntoa so enso from teams Black Stars ya can the only 4 teams are so far ya consider go Argentina, Ghana, Mexico and Spain ya so far ya consider goals ya ntoa so ya ba Black Stars
ya penalty wo game mu referee say me nkɔhwɛ vampo Ghana ya de emu mabasupa
Benjamin Asare
Benji SM
I was some modern nasi man
oh yeah
me kind say na masa unia dem through the qualifies
as I show oh yeah
but when a national team unti yeah me personalize any but what I'm trying to say woman no mufu say be oh a world stage uguru ho be foul
yeah
but my catch was a couple World Cup no we play or so man hwehwe ni mu eba so we have seen now
yes
yama platform now ba be da so dia wa wasem a yama platform to explore mo bi on do betimi aye bo bi mo boy stretch ya wo yibo
no easy SM maza we too much
na fu say sa glass company no say bi o mo to no
o say
o man twen ya adwuma so mo de be wo meza say hu ye
nyame adom yawo bibia e boko na so e
erade adom kakra oh yes okay, Steve say hu ye
yawo bibia boko na onim say eno ade hoga na akronfo kra anya adwuma
akronfo asin
omo kakwa omo tubotom omo bowura akronfo free fani no a bia anya adwuma bia kwohwe blaster bo no enti eno ade the whole Ghana eniji no obia tokrobia nyane dia akronfo kra anya adwuma nti it was a day obia eniji pa against the 3 Lions e kira omo say Lions omo di nsia kra na ba ya nke still we would devour them ti no akronfo anya adwuma obia no obia de tools go eko support to the blasters of Ghana sa pepe enako oh Charlie
engineer no akronfo anya adwuma
you see and now we be tough for no farmer to omo mankasa de no on a holiday the whole Ghana studio manager GNI but you want some can
okay
you want some can
mate
you want some can and then you need to a problem
oh what they
no big issue pa
are
and then bebre wo issues mo aya na mo kan sem bi fa ayi players bi hono enti no sem kan so who the asare here no
oh fantastic and he was outstanding
eto saying
mo kaseti aga
se ko ye enti wo mo ana wo mo kase na say makacho say
kaseti aga na
anya o fault ne say oti akonya oti mu no by geography where you find yourself enti na mo say I say si ebie sky ma wa untimi nkasa wo so and then the fourth is about Olympics, about House of Folk. I saw we are senator, but at the world's grandest stage, you know, what that 2 games on consider or your local league goalkeeper. Into Yana Mamokase local league for na ekase players be deserve a call up. Eche Dogley, Salim Adams, Augustine Okra, Hubert Joe, Yakase only Banamo Bekase starts, no, Masa. So what Tanaka Marco Pando Waba. Now bo ni wie ya yese Musa bra. Now they compare Europe for never train for plane. Ubon's a difference in the dorsal, but we see Park no. There's no difference against Hurricane. And now before the game, be my video. Hey, near national Hurricane be bo short asha sorry. And now calm. Unti and the menace uncle for no be bika.
Mate, you drew her, you be so. Right, into my WhatsApp videos, no, you be later on the show, you be bo. And so I'm a monafi, what say, oh, can you say, oh, here,
yeah, kakra.
Okay,
kakra. And I energy, pa. Yeah, pa, manager based on many reasons. How I game Nekono, I have shared yet, but then I had to say, my coach show a CJD. Now, Kohini Pano 2 for him, still I was a better so. Give me your show, and you see the car with your poem and memory resource. Still no generation. No, did you refute him? No, did you England refute him? And you saw the patch was the same crowd, Flasco crowd the bro with you, Jadian Shay. The game gave us everything we wanted to see. But I did acquire a repeating who be bro game, and I am a feno, the ruler, coach. Carlos Queiroz, Edema, Thomas Partey, say on play or game them. But first of all, boys in no Juma. Menya Jordan you statistics be na Opta Joe and na update. I mean Opta Joe one data house with me I follow statistics analyze the game no. They have a statistics on Jordan you and they were saying one were making 82 defensive pressures, back also 100 and something defensive pressures. Put all together now. On person much say off the ball, Jordan Ayajuma pa. I mean born in crown Ayajuma. Over the course of time, Ghana ni bia pressure the Emma Jordan, including my good self here. The fact say your transition no. Born could do no and quantum. Where or sample the comments and reactions from Ghanaians. Majority part of the sample no be catch say Jordan born could dino hono mo and quantum. We ni pattern me pese me say mu 7 ebegia to musa. Apart from say born in quantum say could Jordan hono. Before the game come on me would you.
Yes.
You be reg game. Apart from say born could Jordan hono ma en quantum no. Na asaso akwa to say say Jordan will game no or ma other guys na what the final third no emma game no be. So when you know your name na how many Ghanaians, but England game no buy no lineup no buy before you be call game no na meza ne Sivo anymore no ma ball lineup no so ama you the picture of it ama me dey ma catch me say I am not super okay with lineup we no mum game no sabe ma TV so preoccupy be lineup no free training grounds and eba lineup no free England knowledge of England that your coach in the war at the deba lineup no free the knowledge of the coach and as a players that coach in the war a war camp and say some ekoso nyina ni nyina dey put it together the lineup no na dey deal coaching mu the ball. Listen to that again. Off the ball in cry ade na yenye say coaches drew sa ya na adwuma na dey because you want all your players to think alike, to think together, to press, to stay in the blocks, to do whatever without the ball. Corner, set pieces, dead balls, whatever. Yo, coaching on the ball, F kakra. I did not watch the Messi. Free kick no bono, obi na chire no. And Chichena, I'm Chichena, yes, some pass, moderate, pass, obi na chire mo. Coach really a tactical develop player, but who's a deal we no there? A year on the man or the buy. So coaching on the ball no yaw. Forcing coaching off the ball. Na me carry na me can abo your coach na baso. We are going into a game against England, and to tell you what, against Panama we had 38%. Panama, Panama ball be no munim ball I want to be crab ball no 60-70%. And then let's say England the back town there. Okay?
Yeah.
Ordinarily say on table as a crana say ya na wadwene beko. You be job on the momo. Then at some point the coach never catch it say the players should be ready to suffer. Suffering is when you don't have the ball. Your crab no be able to be manage. Oh, play. Coaches play. Obi abobi. But without the ball, everybody suffers because you run. Oh, run. Oji ball no about tum. Then crofana fa no mo sa ba. So you suffer a lot without the ball. And me be drew 1 point be na me kasa na be sia. Me use videos be me dey Masha Drake. I wan share the WhatsApp na anko delay. Ebe man komo no ayitia. Panama, Wales, Mexico, Austria, Germany, all these countries, Ghana and lesser possession. Why do somebody want to convince me say against England you could 50% of the ball? Inti game be draw and you may a question and I'm the over for me. And you may question number 1 say, Coach, Obasha wa ho den or they co game no. Number 2, Obasha opponent in isu. Opponent na on the kwakobono. Obasha isu, which involves everything. Okrabo na wo ye day, unkrabo na wo ye day. Omo komachi omo ho ha, and aso mo slow, on bebo high line, and they will stay in the blocks. You put all this together about the opponent. Tambe no tashe the goal. Tambe no tenya chances. You analyze all of that. No feed information in the amount of players. Yo. Yeah, no me tie example be say. Uno be called battle muna or foreknowledge or advanced information on the opponent. Wow. Benjamin Asari, I can tell you for a fact. Preparation all come before England game. No. Oh, yeah, what you compare to preparation or come before Bechem United game. Look at the 2 games. Has against Bechem, Ghana against England. Which preparation Benjamin Asaro enjoy being a top professional player?
Yeah. War stage.
Bechem United. You call your camp. You down up. You betcha more money. You cook. You di. You ask questions. So you me phone. Na bas na begina say pep. Na tie ma be frefre. Na be for your bas. This game na yaw. Psychologists be by room ho. Oba be hwe de wo ye. Iba massage therapist na ba be flow. Oba be miamia osere ho. Oba drain all the dirty fat in our body no nyina. They prepare you so well for the game. Apart from this, video analysis na be sa about ho. Your friend individual preparation. Apart from the akachi team nyina no say no be sa ba be catch. First of all, Asare, a sorobo a first tra and crofano tiri so no. Okay, sa picture no.
Yeah.
So before this tournament, I told you say Asare or sa problem no. Opia the timing, the accuracy. Not no issue. But then no the action not sure say you're feeding information be and he's working on that.
Yeah.
The biggest role I did my Ghanaian player in that game was the role I did my Thomas Partey. The role given to Thomas Partey. First of all, we decided to sit in the blocks because and then I did against England, I did England game no more na ebe fit your system, your ideology and your deco. I did England team no say centrally many creators. Now what up no cry come how many countries and our central creators? Don't wanna countries that play on the goal, on the intensity. Very much direct and vertical. Omuji bona 1-2, then they go 1-2, then they go. And at the time I technical meeting, coach in the England team at to table so. No a friend analyst for ni nyina obefro mu nyina including even medical team no obebuso mo knowledge mo you England tambe no mo bre tambe no mo start so mo drop it obebuso mo make am beko. So we are no afraid Thomas Partey say England or Hurricane, he is the most important player in between the lines. In between the lines, it means Hurricane, no, he belongs to the first line, attackers and Hormono. Hurricane, because of how born he also belongs to the second line. So in talking and taking balls in between the lines, Hurricane to me is for go away to him. Ball be or drop it by and fin fire Thomas Luis Diaz in the Champions League, I want you to make in between the lines, Hurricane is the most important player for England. And Bukayo Saka. Bukayo belongs to the wave. Madueke wave. Anthony Gordon, Rashford, Omunyina won chain. Centrally, the player that drops in between the lines, a Hurricane. So Carlos Eshishan and Neyman all picking Rose. Of Elisha be marking Hurricane with speed without the ball, with knowledge of the player. Elisha stay here. No afa party. Or analyze party what ball England. Unimuno. What knowledge bebre as a DM no was it deeper saying Elisha Pate Braha. It who say at some point in the game Thomas Pate drop it between two centre backs, you know. Or share two centre backs in them, especially you per se you initiate attack and echo from the deeper. So Thomas Pate Juma or year Hurricanes, you know. Na in England for no. Now dear sa boy and say England need any central creator. Some Messi type no be, Ozil type no be. Or Vitinha type no be with me. I retain ball no consistent committee errors. I'm not feel the same no or J 1 2 3 no gym 1 2 3 no gym 1 2 3 no gym and one abeya ko see be pon. Apart from this, you need wingers. A bit me take defenders on. But do okay. Anthony Gordon. Apart from so we journey free when I want to be incredible no. And China abeko. Madueke Anthony Gordon. Oh, Senaya, Gideon Mensa. Let's just say, unlock your moha, unlock your moha.
Na, in fin so na, omunya kwan bia ho no.
Thomas Partey Hurricane so.
Who blocks.
Unum tire cray.
Aye.
Unum tire cray. This is how I understand football. So, I person me chira adiesa. What say before be setting the fidie no, or twene no ano no. E your knowledge awa gather wo aboa ne ho. And wa ko certificate no ho. On certificate ni just anyhow e wonguram ho. If free be twene no, ho na aboa ne fa kodidi, ho na fa ba. Enti wo fo no betete no no asati trap no e wo ho. Aboa no ba be shim. Hurricane no movement bi Thomas Partey nim coach ne de ma Thomas. Also nya how many touches?
19.
In the box, Ghana area, baby Benjamin Asare area hono onya free touches. Free per Hurricane. So na namo nyina no yenim. Na namo Thomas Partey susu ni no na namo. And nobody can play that role apart from Thomas Partey. Okay, oh tire akra na me kokan ye no. Once I say upon ni Hurricane ni.
And I want sir.
And the one sir. Madueke. Ahane hefa.
Gordon.
Anthony Gordon. So what you say? The anchor is Hurricane, the playmaking anchor, and only a credit, and no matter no ding. It holds these guys. And you know,
and it's no functional.
Let's go here. Abuano, the amabuano ko anomano sono gauge ni how, but the strength ni ha. Unu tire to.
Yeah. Topa.
The amabuano kono. Eye way ni way no. Two ways say. And the gauge abuano body no. But the ankle eye way. So Hurricane 19 touches no. Ne ha England for no. No mo come Madueke. No mo call Anthony Gordon. No mo come Madueke. And then Senaya. And the Gideon Mensa stop you. So abuano better I go through.
Yeah.
Wafa watch you.
And I say I hang the also
Pro na to na say action
police. Christian wo you.
Aboa na.
Afatu pre.
Aye.
Yeah. So as soon as you usher out this rose, you know players na there. Na nim dey ma line bam. Say but first 20 minutes na ekono na omaye de ombe nyina wie etiba sa na place no Ghana place no omo bi so won say okay what again yes. What again no and na esro ye no but I no so frustrating England for no okay we've been doing this the bia na ekon ha Madueke kwa na Gideon stop no se na ya no ada for no de na akrepo ball no asa fa ekọ na Jude Bellingham to nsa. So what again? The same rhythm, the same pattern. What again? It's a game. As I said, Danny. Because England for we, as I said, Danny favor ye. Make sure say 4-4-1-1. No, you have a board no, so don't worry at all. 4-4-1-1 no against Panama no. Adi any di nya pa kese say. Any pa onim go share. Ball no e corner nchen your box no between the net na onim go ho adwene na ye Jordan. but oni mirika won game num patwate ase Kamal Din no wo mirika wo energy no so otu mirika no kodru box num so a
also nim go ne she
nti na high against Panama na Shadrack are ready a Oma mi Baby Jet go against USA. You real 2 center backs in Inter.
Piano, one former teammate.
And yes, before
2010 World Cup.
That's it.
No extra time.
Yes, sir. Before no Shadrack the to so me can imagine the actual one the position of the passer. The distance between the receiver.
It was the day,
and
right?
The day to Baby Jet. Now this is the day. Watch it here. Ebeba high. They don't know. Watch it here. The distance, you know, to Baby Jet no. Now distance is a faster a shorter than a form. Even though one way I want to say, but that's more scientific. A faster
fast row,
yeah,
maybe sifuma. Distance near shorter,
yeah,
than say before from go straight.
Yes, sir. So, Baby Jet no, the go on your time and share sadie no, but he believes in the attributes of the Baby Jet. Yeah. So baby, they want top of there. Now talk about this. How many strikers now top? How many strikers now top? Onunkwa. For Prince Edu Kwabena dia no 2-3 more yebeko. This has been our system of play, except we've had quality players.
And even 2010 AFCON.
Yamisha. Algeria dia no.
2010 AFCON. Kudwa Samoa-Jan. Kudwa Samoa-Jan.
Oh, those distances. Yeah. Yebe fa. Oh yeah, they be fa. Yebe fa bon, ye fa be try or yebe tunet. It has been our ideology from the neighbor no, except
2015 AFCON. Ghana Algeria na Jan cry are malaria kakra na no do no. O ka so mo soma ball bi tumuma or run far or people. The Algerian defender na Jan soma ball no to net anymore. Similar
technical pepe no. I say u piara question.
Say dia wo pepe o na blame.
Sha, o say Baby Jet ni 2 defenders record. Your strikers no fan to mutrim. It's always going to be that situation. Algeria the na work and the same thing. Yeah, sure. Wakasu susu ne ene nya ba ko foforo ha. Na yawo, de ya na ade na koyi nyina no ene say. Se ball no ko di akora ho a. Obesaya ade no. E ko di o meka kra. Me be se meka say nyansa o experience wise because who defend here you have little chances. Only at the end, apart from so few chances, the distance between maybe all passable no any attack and ya move. It's in your 1-2 as a real near Saba blocks. It has been like that. Oman Algeria, Diano. And this USDA Baby Jet, only 2 center backs, and on far back finally.
Shadrack Mobesanya Samoa-Jan 2015 against Algeria.
2015 against Algeria. 2010 against Angola.
Yes.
Manu Chomo game.
Yeah.
Koja someone a ball from deep.
Bomano. Yeah.
And Oboshe.
And so Algeria didn't more can in
a late on in the game. Yeah.
I don't know. You didn't win goal.
Yes. Born by Sane Bosi.
And the idea is that you stage players were Chenia Sumabako. Your Taja players were changing your summer back on your follow near support and shy beba.
Go in.
Look at the distance first of all.
Go in.
Look at the distance. What's the Baby Jet Sano? Osano untouchable to be a woe. And one thing now your corporate do come and go
first touch and then
one touch higher 50-50 or the uniform. How the Baby Jet has idea of the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Menga's on unikeeper again. The only thing left is how to outpace the defender. Osano who you know. Usanu you know and pace no nyame de drum ye your boys na when you want any mirika but finishing of Baby Jet no these boys don't have it. Meanwhile we are keeping the ideology of the Tetefono and one year boy the chances and the patterns are the same thing but the finishing instance of Baby Jet no Prince Edian Drew Jordan America na short
Senaya so kranya similar
bra what do we do so this is an idea and no Prince said bono and no you so nya too they okọ clatter into Pickford similar situations in there about to a game no over and over and over
Wontumi
I don't there yeah and the situation akwa no we don't have one person so far no we yin anim pa se opese ofa Prince Tegumu nyina no your strikers a fabo na won to omo opoku agiman those boys in is pieces. But yeah, how do we finish these few chances?
Okay,
have a different production. I mean, do
yeah, remember board no so later. No. Na meza, bre na yintio and some of festivals na later. Ya ba board no so na mo videos no later on the show. Yeah, the bema mo yintio meza.
I think every Ghanaian and Yaji with maybe a team level na kwa kudru and the kind of resource are yenya. In Pempi na ansani e babe ko tournament no obia she the nigidi ki me say e catch say Ghana bebo 2 games so keep 2 consecutive clean sheets. Ekuta 4 points a me say nka bebo ya sumu studio hase kransa na epie. Na ebom yesi ba bi ni da so ni no. E ho na ni da so ba. I sat here and I said something about the team. He said team na e kono e wo fam. All the to 2006, 2010, 2014, even 2022 there are questions around the individual qualities within this team. The Carlos Queiroz. The reason why I had faith in him there, baby, I wire Juma. Any ben person or the teams be a kudru. Any Juma na wa befano. Our person there. Because me imagine says what team for Iran team the Iran team IBB. Egypt national team ani enim say go team afa the IBB dia. That means when it so say at least Ghana ne dey beat me the IBB. The mum na me sa so dream hu say World Cup when the base stage amana or the shishi team ni ye. Na say real competition we na your African Cup of Nations qualifiers bo. And your AFCON me no bot was so 2027 and 2028. Obetimi the area makwa ko IBB. Now the entire many agene banidi enemy no wayewi. And I've said it time and time and again say yaw. Say neya yang qualified to the next round I am okay. Due to Sanyo Mamiru. Adeba kwane ha Ghana team ne pa the edikai. Say yaw no money Ghanaians in temwa. Team ne Ghanaians no montemwa. It's every single conversations that we had around the team beyond here. Team with your masadodo. Team with your money team no. I was so
spirit in a bar.
A bar. Oh, na say who Ghana team so man qualify for World Cup. My men push you back and I am questioning Koshadi. Tunisia 2004. We did not qualify. Some of you may have when you be a more experienced be ebi muso amusana mu no de ekoso. Yaw. After 2004 nam nim say 205 oba ni nyina ka team no ko bebubu mu mi no amanfo be jai team no. But yaw in 2005 throughout the qualifiers for the African Cup of Nations and then the World Cup all of Ghanaians ejina behind the team. But year 2006 AFCON no player towards the era players said you call World Cup 2006 any player said you ball AFCON 2006 need two different now changes baby room because Baba Amando and call World Cup ni bi but now Baba Amando a part of 2006 squad they call AFCON so team the performance e koda na di AFCON ya na ye nguase poto e na Nigeria mo de tayita wo mo betete no efiri wo Zimbabwe dwe kakra e was our group no your first game against Senegal. In as much as the performances na bad no na Ghanaians were dosuru could be the team no but free the last 2 or 3 years they be I call AFCON 2023 anko yi everybody ba nyina no yaw obuso obia opia bonte anipa 10 obusa mutu a o mo blaster ne de mo fam ade o mo blaster ne de o we papa bay keton fan ho no fan blaster anko tena ba bi obi ampe. Now compare that situation to when Otuado was the coach. Any the moment I pamu Otuado.
I said that managerial change in Nkwana day, so some bite be operating.
Yeah, obetima pamu manager kophobia de naba.
I'm even speaking to maybe a fans na dey na work. I say only dey call cap on Otuado na dey call. So from moment about so you appointing new coach why Carlos Queiroz. As a one
yeah, that moment now, there were Ghanaians who were even angry.
Okay,
for that way they would team him. jumping so why then with team.
Yes.
Dear no pay. Desmond of Mum piano see baby na monkofa new technical team for Momra. Meboa. Number 2, one come equal game no. And a coach a waba fufro. And a make game way na unko. And a make game way na bebo. And a make game way the what in a fee. Number 3. Oh, coach ready on my selection na mano. She players about team we say munina. My selection e my coach no. Another recon issue be boom. Ana mama play ana five wakopie airport ana airport okoduru ye ana wanye say Joseph Pencil issue ye bubruja Carlos Queiroz keti hye no on a control no on a shenachi on a wodi consign yaw any de kobo Wolves game no. Now look at what he did. Panyi bia due mante ana mate tienwe messages after games, before games. He sat in a press conference and the first statement he made was, I want to build a team of Ghanaians will be proud of. It is in as much as people had genuine concerns about team preparation towards the World Cup. No, Omobiati has say team ne da honum no enye nipa ba akofo dia. Mum kwa omo be fa so a omo be yire omo ho abode ama oman na timi afa ne ntuma pa de afira no ene hu hia. The first message that went out that made Ghanaians start tuning in a bit. Okay, let's see what he has for us. It is one biting into it. Yeah, we needed that because any country that is detached of its citizens, yeah, and for good luck and bro, obre. Then kwame no befa so be ma Ghanaians don asa twaso anasa ebegina because the start is good, but how to make it everlasting. Then eno a pon game no uti anto ansemenyon komo odi ya o say this is the best Black Stars team he has played in. Semenyo de na be ma semenyo akasa asem no o to ado tan na semenyo ni o. Iti ade abema semenyo atimi akasa asem woni nyina na yese coach na timi build a certain bond within the Black Stars team. Amomo a sense of purpose when you tatis we will dream first yakobo I was a Ghana players in form na isi one clear ball. Now the 3 games you've watched under Carlos Queiroz, Wales, Panama, England, who did see you better? Now Ghanaians concern is a player so don't munya committed though. This is the happiest I've seen Jordan Ayew among the Black Stars team. It is 2 minutes bia Russia man. What is your name? Players now. Omo ko anopabia for recovery. What your players in the message is that we can't wait for the next game. I say obia ye eager say match the camera brantem. I'm say World Cup in 1 week ni watch everyone more. Yeah. So how did he get the players to be so excited about playing and representing their country?
A coach Juma.
It's I'm saying we went to an AFCON with a distorted team. Campo Ote was saying we knew. The only time we went to a World Cup where we fought even there was a united front in the camp. No issues with Kata 2022. I can tell you for a fact that we can go to this World Cup and come back. Yente fracas be about camp they see between players before any national team thrives on tactics and purpose and to win something, there is a need. Say omube hu no mo ho. Omete omo ho ase. Omube do omo ho. Na omo nyina nya adwenkro. Eno ana Carlos Queiroz abeye adwuma no e wo Black Stars. It tactics ne de wo ho and listen to him. After the game enra, England for be kobusa an question be. Or say sometimes it is not all about tactical approaches to games. I'll read the quote here for you. But you need to give it a fight. A fight, you know, when you go to war and you are not united, you can't fight. Yow, o person who the real team na Kabuma, yene Panama, Obitia and Benjamin Asari, who boys and no mutuko on no. first ko bien fi on say you don't na you amana to to insada Carlos Queiroz but on you over to wonsa hey number 2 enu e ball game ni wie no won mo bench ni dey on be embrace o ma no mugina park ni so you dare not. That is the environment I wanted us to create when it comes to the Black Stars. The foundation. Adia ma Stephen Apia mo ne Michael Essien mo try ve yes ade no. That is why besin ne. Utim se Sule Muntari John Mensa mo nyina timi tina ka mu. No mo sere no mo di nkomo. Till date, they are the most united Black Stars front we've seen. Despite intokwan ketenkete a na bia obeka se wo mo ntem. Amanfo betima kadida you ne asamoja asem saba when the two of them meet. It is because as at that time they built something beyond tactics and playing football, and that is where I believe Carlos Queiroz, Wageti team need to fighting for each other, being there for each other, and a sense of purpose to represent the nation. It's who Ed Errons, our Trodima the Guardian. Also, about trust Ghana, your national anthem, no, oppressor Ben, your resisting, and your brave who are your kabuzi. Then the boat to defend for so we say your brass I did gather so I could through is a boat to defend for you defend I was here day. You see, the national team anthem or the Ghanaian anthem speaks a lot of things, and I think Carlos Queiroz has worked into that. It where call Virginia Omo Wilson no akofa question abeto. When was the last time I got a J AFCON? One J he's put you in tune to what you are playing for, the shirt you are playing for. And I think Ghanaians and now me no wudin come yaw. Ombetimi ahwe this team. Edi omo says your Mobaka said this is the Black Stars we wished for because Obia are committed, and that is the plus. Yaw me diano no sanyo ma mienu na. It is a Carlos Queiroz free round of 16 and a round of 32. Yaw the foundation has already been laid. Now it comes into a team and a coach. On about 3 official games playing the national team no.
So then the new man be grow. Yeah, tournament.
You be lose games so. The more you play, you get bad days. But me say you want me now we creating na me de because if you have bad days, you need a team to stick together to come out of it. Yeah, what the mention as no. So muntoma tete a wunya bad day etimi dwiri nyina egu. A drill project in year ago, but the foundations is building with the team a little bit of patience. And yeah, what they can establish the first 2 foundations, which is off the pitch. Now on the pitch, the first foundation are what team about the defense. And I think for Benjamin Asare, we earn probably in the 3rd game what depth goal post with the back 4. But first one was against Wales. The second one, then you be ball Panama and Ameboa. And a Panama so you have for 45 minutes. And then what's about that we see. So the solid foundation is let us be compact. Let's create a solid defense. Yenya consistency wo yechiro dia kabeba. The first thing is not to concede. So people can raise genuine concerns and say anymore when there is no attacking patterns. You struggle kakra. If you struggle kakra. Yes, it is true. You are right. Name mum ye free baby. Ni ako baby. And I think when you're looking at the Black Stars, you are looking at a team of Mosha
Edin. Say about Tomuniasem.
Or Mosha. The second thing is say bet me create near to possess your crab walk akra. And no ever with the midfield partnerships he's trying to build. So 3 games I have now only was some midfield partnerships.
Yeah.
Against Wales, Elisha and
pivot near 2. And we remember say Patin Wajai Sibo. It only defense if you want midfield and attack was some bebre. First game against Wolves about Elisha and party. Elisha party, yes. And a Sibo Bobo Bikakra. And Sana Kaleboba. Against Panama about Elisha any Calibrinchi as the double pivot. Meboa. And a game new go on Obo Sibo any Urenchi Kakra. And against England, Wababo party. Abebo Yirenchi, Abebo Sibo. Iti Orion Medford now, he's still trying to figure out the best partnership for us in the middle of the park. But there are 2 significant things I've realized in the middle of the park. One, we are there or probia or a box to box or a runner. It's a calibre position. No, watch in the last few games, or no, secure under Carlos Queiroz.
Thomas Partey brings a certain level of calmness and experience in the middle of the pack. Where they are, or the level because of the level, no height, our back could do. Now it's up to say, Obe decided to call with 3, and Obe decided to call with 2, or call with 3 and 1 or the account, dependent on the game, or call with 2 1 elbow, dependent on the game. He's still sorting that out. Your first game against Wolves, your front 3, or wine. I think so. Or started with Antoine Semenyo almost a game nibi. Brandon Money or more Makaka Kamadi win the boss a game no against Wales. Then against Panama, or started with Nyama Semenyo. Anobo Jordan. Anameboa. Anobo na front 4 there Semenyo Jordan.
He come out in
Fatawi Shaku.
I know again I will come.
First game against Panama.
Oh, okay.
Obo Fata
come out din
Jordan Semenyo Nyama. Sa for no mumbo bi da. It is the first game against Wales na different front line. Panama different front line. Against England different front line. Iraq first game Abo and Carlos Queiroz in you. It is afei ana also to fifi no. Assorte animu. It is kakra defense ne de say we Ghanaian na fa 2-3. Say o back 5 Benjamin Asare and Atizigi omienu you obi on the back 4 no be obiara no is omo used to Jerome Opoku Ajete Gideon Mensah then Marvin Senaya fa 2-3 say o back 4 no na fin die no mo man time. I think Ghanaians will even express themselves much better against Croatia because there's no pressure on them. Say yes, by hook or crook they qualify.
Yes.
So I think they will be there. They will try and do something that moment. Ombe play, they will take risk more. Because World Cup, the first 2 games are important. Very important. Because about 3 good games, you secure some points over there. Then the 3rd game, no, who will be here, and I think he will do that. But yeah, we'll speak about the foundation that he has set. The rest of the day to have this week,
but
the defense, there are 3 key things I've realized about the defense. 1, the communication. Number 2, the level of sacrifices or more the team. Number 3, the technical quality we have at that defense. So the communication level will have to come with interaction between the players and the back 4 and any goalkeeper. It is a boss and another one really na conversations na nko ya. Uhuri no anyabo ahwan na cover the mouth. Say fullback ne ko up high the field ahwan and be defending the channels the amount. And I think the partnership between Marvin Senaya and Ajete has been splendid. On the other part, the partnership between Jerome Opoku and Gideon Mensah has been splendid. Now it feeds into the idea of the midfields and how they help Omu fullbacks. Now I'm citing one key battle. I'm hearing you say England wingers versus fullbacks. England wingers thrive on space. Fullbacks so you're very aggressive enough and they cover the spaces altogether. Inti Ora Ajete, anytime I'm having Bekobia, how close he is, the distance. Then worry how I calibrate Chibabe that part. Then on the other part, Sibu, then the distance between Gideon Mensah and Noni Madueke, the body posture, come fashion also be tracking. So the communication, that angle nepa. Number 2, the sacrifices. Jerome Opoku nim say Ajete's weakness is near. I have to cover it for him. Ajete nim say Jerome Opoku weakness near. I have to cover it for him. Ya Salisu ni jiku adumaye.
My time sometime yeah.
Oh, I mean cast Wontumi.
No, I understand. It was say adwuma dey so because I know be say boys no so mo bono. I say once obi anka sanka so me see ha. And I say bianca benchen ha. So it means Ajete and Jerome adwuma no mo ye no. So far
because Mumi no nye play aketwa. Asa wa ya West Abdu Mumi no bench no. Kwadwo pompe praso nye onye low cost. But Adena Jerome Opoku aye no with the left center back. Ehone na the biggest worry with the Black Stars. I don't think we have a problem with the right center back role no. Ajete fiti, but the left center back Jerome brings a level of calmness at the back line. He has led by example. Okasa
or the growing ball game no.
He communicates it so well. And I'm here to see Obibeka Sebia is too early, but Salisu Ashe Black Stars yes in that ball. Wabo as the left center back. But I think on my a level of performance closer to what Jerome Diama in the last 2 games. When you Monaco,
maybe you be full say be o.
There be when you Monaco,
there
be when you Monaco, yes. When you Monaco asem, when you Monaco asem, when you club side asem. I'm talking about the Black Stars GC. Oh, Shedia Bono. I think the performances at Jerome are in the last 2 games is standard. Let's speak it to right on clear. Is standard.
Okay.
But fast forward this whole week your time. You better near heard the midfield partnership the defense but Carlos Queiroz I think say Adebako and Ni so say uje adwuma na to wa me akomi agemfi mebo abaso edu agina ye ne say one my team winning national any oman ya back together what's a create something within the team of the pitcher. These players are willing to die for the JC.
Mate, Steve.
Yeah, what I say? Me takeaways from Ghana's game against England. No, I think me in the brief kakra, and it's my first point in here. Say, having a good coach counts a lot in football. A coach that understands the situation and knows how. Or by setting up, no use what or to get the best out of them. It is very crucial. Every club and has a national team setup. So the key factor, more like your resurgence, the coaching aspect. Now Ghana for no more the day in the past, and here can be here and then they say very few or close to zero. And then they believing in the previous manager, that is Otuado. So our biggest problem had to do with the personality of Otuado. Many of us thought he is not ripe yet for the Blasters after getting 2 different opportunities, but still now improvement over the Blasters game. It is not Ghana ni bibu ofua. Now who was the head coach? That was Otuado. So near coach way Abe say you need good coaching at every point in time. So I say we are serious, achieve something. You need coaching. The second point now, which I've stressed, and then I say, you don't always need quality. My little knowledge about football, and then the Magada personally observation, say a tournament's nature now can once there. You don't necessarily need top quality players, but you need a strategy. Until I build up to the World Cup, like I said, looking at our squad, you know. So you bet me I'm a strategy which is more like the Milo-like system. I bet me they are called World Cup now. I think Ghana a chance that World Cup now, and that is what we are witnessing. Matter said the act of defending ya na mo Catanasio. We are a nation being in football history, according to me, who defended better than the real Catanasio, any.
Not even Italian.
No, man.
No.
This is real Catanasio.
Black Stars game.
What the battery Catanasio? That is the real Catanasio. The act of defending. You see, Sani and Ra, your boys in keep shape. So be coach be Kasano say the structure of the team, and then they say. Yashisha in 4-2-3-1. See a defender say now see a structure.
Yes.
They kept it throughout the 90 minutes. And the only time Omutimi Vedino was when cross be by a tragedy in Tianka Omo Hedi. It was beautiful to watch. Sebimutimi attacking football effect. Oshano Niajo. But then the art of defending, this is the real Catanasio.
That is what coach no so known for.
Papa no I smart. How he was going to defend. How about nullify the threat. And it was frustrating for Jubileum. It was frustrating for Anthony Gordon.
Declan
Rice. For Adam Wharton. This is a player valued
Elliot Anderson.
Valued around £112 million. And then you say we are present our game no. Na Shadrack so benya party na meza how the send no man. And no party announce no the best way. Now me share how party approach this game. And no sort of game now boy. Partey was our third centre back in the game. So ball in year. Every time not drop it so deep. Why? Because say your team win say pass na effort from ground level. Need through a centre back struggle. Until you needed somebody to cover up. Until you are deep in the box.
So I think he has it.
Yes,
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We need friends press resistance.
Masa. Shara sound go back. Nesa starting.
Ya come bro for
Partey was being marked by England 2 players. No? So I was like the easiest option. Say be Obeko Benjamin Asare and also be Gideon Mensah. But still see shaky and 2 markers. Just look at this. Hey.
It was unfortunate. Say Jordan and Timmy used to born here. But the cast will be a press resistant, bro. Funa ya moti be brebe.
Dina Teta born in Samo.
Look at it. The China but Oban.
But to call your moyo some kofa to be mendi aba. I didn't know Korea sana for more benches to be mendi for miles in the Skelly.
Say hype a dimbi no more. I wasn't expecting Partey to play the level of play, no? Because my issues with the physicality, form, and all that.
Me catch him say before, even here discussing Panama visa issues and sense I make say. So because we are party form, no, they fine when you party on your machine. Machine create break, cars break it down one servicing. But now me feel say, baby I didn't do no, so case, quote. Na konebra na kwa na enough more yen clean we ma won say bi ase me ho so a that psychological men can say stability na wo hia de abobo no unya na you no kwa no very tough and you players nyina kwa na on betimi put smiles on their faces and I say bia on their face no mo de abobo because unim say bia chenachi that say mesa kwa aba cobra no nkwa no enya de ketewa wo.
So Partey did a wonderful work for the center pair, and for the first time I think I had the best game I share Gideon Mensah for the Blasters. Obi am criticizing the biya or ya dia me bonidin Gideon Mensah unse before World Cup rest me show videos be at the yes. But then he did so well and overwork it because lines na dia no ne bono no mboano semenyo amboano or lines and so Jordan Bao so no on track it back. But how he handled noni mad work almost I introduce you Bukayo Saka. I think he did a very good job and to deserve applause, no. But for Partey, how instrumental no our middle no Saka center back on, he did a wonderful job for minim the agent and the agency for Jerome Opoku. See we World Cup we know a big mover. I'll be very disappointed. Abranti and friend Jerome Opoku no. Yeah, left footers no. So when you be or your left foot no bo 6 no nimba or your jiwa. So when you be or left foot no bo 4 or 5 no nimba or your super. And ra or your dear papa for a centre back.
I don't know the ground injury in the boy no game. So even Sunday man shada manani training papa bia. What the ground injury in the boy no as born.
You see the level of performance. Why are they? And to my next point, Benjamin Asare deserves a lot of apologies from most of you. I'm okay, can't be more than a meme.
I can't know how we intro him.
Yeah, me say. Or we are not say behind every successful man there is a woman. It is never true. It has never been true. Yes.
Behind every successful man,
there is a woman.
There was a woman.
No, it is not true. Whoever wrote that thing. Ebi no be the takrebi fan ko echi that moment in order to trust asem no.
Say.
You see I'm fan say where the 2030 and no sure baby now say no hoye ofe and abrabo no is speedy of a year. Behind every successful man there is discipline. It can never be a woman. It's discipline. Benjamin Asare story no uti only delay interview no say na me coordinate kakra me wia na ma be construction kakra
yes.
carpenter kra na
yes.
So throughout the period no nim say he has that quality of being a goalkeeper but abrabo ni need until he has to stay disciplined. No, all right, so be bibia obi betimi aye bi wo wiase o but oye discipline and I didn't be her into oshia baby wa ha so oshia obey the new make ko da bi no a. The decision to be who he is today started when now be unbelieving in him decided to obey discipline. There were times that obi be opportunities and can join a computer internet in your mind. But at the act of discipline, Kasa Chairman said, this is not the kind of life I want to live. Into behind you, no cannot be here. Why did 30 years no sister no midway through? Aka 45 now the baby we are see and no sister no. Can she be the reason for your success? No. The act of success na starting way back. Obi anyi ni no. Yen call malam bi how a house no men ko. Yen we go say you have to be disciplined, and he kept going. Or you're one of the goalkeepers men penasem because of so or your opponent. Me who so nim dana and you know.
Benjamin Asare.
Yes.
Because he has former coach no cry say has and son no cry na ya into kwa.
Yes.
Because na omo pe 3 years has and so be man just 1 year.
Enti ho no cry no be doubt no. Yaw. E ada bia me ma scenarios. Se na me tie me kodi Europe be enfan say 6 months. And you ma be best say o me ho.
Yes.
Se me tie so a situation is different.
O your opponent in na umpenasem.
Oh, me see Debbie, mini Olympics. Unse Debbie ano me wo position no goal post na side. Inti me hwa no. Na goalkeepers coach Joe Bankas be chem say one trait of a good goalkeeper. Aye goalkeeper on share what is going on, but the new ball na ye di eno na cause action. So the reason I have better puma mo say oh ball man so ba no so a kitu bi no ache no is that this guy time me who so onim go da no da bia his eyes are fixed on the ball, not the man. Da bia na ni hwe ball ni say
Olympics days.
Yes,
against Kotoko.
Yes, into other ball no ya hwe ni movement oko one step sa na hwe ball no ni say kire ball no na ye action no to hwe ball no sa nti wo ball no calmly no afa.
I won't say I seen so.
O see in no so. Any secret weapon be our use. They will go keep a be action about no zoom or pre-baby opponent to the flesh and bones action about this guy. Or her bonus, her hurricane shot Bukayo Saka. That was a top class save. But yes, starting the people say local league, no, I no crack. Ebima league na jidimbone. That's not to say ye nin krofo wo mu wo ha o munya de o munyinasa. Me argument no. Me jitum the standard of the Ghana league no untimi fan compare the days of Chastelamu. Untimi fan compare some other top leagues in the world. Aye no clear a fact. So what I say, but no clear say the fact that I didn't hear sana nkyerese enam panim ana training ya dem omo Europe nya bi ne nya wa ha inti so bi of fractional experience or quality bia ade inti ne yem polish na up se be benefit o man nyina ne ye kasa o ye rubbish bibia entirely. That has been my me kasa ye mfa quota o
say ye can say league ne finalist.
Anya ne fault to say ha na no so adwuma o ye no. He has to stand from somewhere.
Yes.
Into the immediate way na the onya ye Ghana league. Into who can say league ni nya therefore bi o won bia anya dia. Now mo whoever thought say ye benya goalkeeper this level or more elali. Uncle ball Europe no about local or your local goalkeeper.
Yes.
This guy is much more well composed than Razak Brahima. Well, I won't doubt to be a new keyboard, Montreal. Go now or down and Razak Brahima 2015 go no that. Any goalkeepers be
Charlie.
Nti enye effort to say wa how visa na yenya bi ebe ko ba yenya yi. It doesn't mean say we shouldn't work. Nti say wo mo bi de man ya. E meka say we local boy into Wontumi. Oh yes sir. You are causing a big damage to humanity. Nti enye fair. Ti anamo anamo bosi ti anamo de brofo chirechire nsem no. Ghana ha no ka brofo ye feel so woni minyansa bebre. Eni nti ni aka chiri no. Broni no obedi yeso no chire grammar. China for na be chire yan ko mo chire skill.
Yes.
Any technology
about what you do.
Corona odi yeso no o chire grammar. Ti kasa ni bebre solution ya kitu ewi. Ongo no be dwi santazi kozi anwa kwanta mobubu e makoso po amana de nzu oto ana yiri wa be se ne de brofo aye ono nzo on fixe nzu oto ana nipa ho kire no ono nzo tinkran baba kumasi of a flight. So I'm so impressed with Benjamin Asai, but me not surprised because me my no close ono
so much so now think akotoko kre peo
ono agbesi Kobe I goalkeepers Ghana me rate omo goalkeepers I was ye ni ko omo ho pa we agbesi Razaga Balora omo nyina ye national assets eche dogly no obo midfield ma
Lions kind as long as they
we should be interested in the career path and choices my man in fact come and could choose baby. If so about Heart of Lions, no we are short of a collab into the Blasters. Or go 2 games but no could have $15,000. Now hono crowd more than 3,000 a month. Onions also.
Yeah.
Nini na no a bat discipline na meka wasem no. So be hu say career na mekuta no a idea e betime open doors asem ye professor asem ye emeritus or intimi famindro ho. Nti jawu se wutie na no pe ya. So yeah, a saling na wutia. Mama adwene na nya say enough is never enough for you. You are aspiring to be on the very top.
And even the spirit of never giving up. Me sure say sorry Jim because me kai say new money me say am discuss am at pain. The move crowd to house and baba issue say you kwatara see and sign kwa na mpanifo ne bi fuso.
Yes.
Sabi o wanyini.
Sure.
Ana onya de ba sana kotoko nya na korokope.
Yeah. Messi meti hey.
Ombeso beka.
Meti e ma ferry. Minya ya na nka ni asare ya kotoko. Kamibe mi she kotoko jesi. But we don't have a kotoko.
Koroko no Olympics or how quality.
Oh, Messi Abrankesi Mukwala say penalty be. This guy. On your stylish man. On say Ghana hano o carry on in a way. One o cambrofo. Obo o she suit. There be our iPhone 17, 18, our bonting. Utri Benza. You who say wo ne de. Oh yes, sropa. But on yes abi. Nti omudi no ho fell. But look at how composed he was in post.
But this time house of for male Moyama. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, the local player.
Yeah.
Into who deny the other man.
I say the house for tough man because
any more
and they are moved there, do there.
And I hear
World Cup.
Yeah. So I'm very happy for him.
But this Obi Club is say, hey, who agent? Yeah. By this time, Obi is also who agent. Mr. Saka born our boy, you know. Any other goalkeeper on any given day.
Yeah.
Sabe consider
who go save no man. So who training ground na coach is nature almost save.
Anthony Gordon so Boba could be. He was at the right spot.
Right
at the right time.
Not because I been so because Oshe ball no movement of the ball throughout.
That's the word someone say.
He's always looking at the ball.
Bonus one emotion papa. Post emotion.
Look at him.
So Obi Obena say Anthony be go for a Kela. That is the last post. So me move yako. What mama kai Daniel J. O kai Daniel J that 20 guy now the Akoje World Cup no. Yene Brazil penalties no. Sanko pe bi he. On onyina fa kon wa to no ho. O take steps eko say be right no oko a. No we be a 1-2.
Amoma Osaka ball no.
Saka de ne beba.
Look at the save.
Nti asa will be a Joe Stone because enu asanko ya nke he be ba be kan ti ekoya and the Ghana de am den say obi e bonabaso.
He has done very well. He has done very, very well. And then
because you say England.
Yeah. Look at Saka. or the bar junction so I'm say asem yes
junction we saka obebo ahyew
hwe save no save no
pam
ana the technical aspect of the save ne say or jeni ne way a emeto ho ma opponent no mo but yeah mo beka say oh na we no for boni a why ne say o tikrom ha na mum so mo lead Ghana na mo nyina te Ghana ha MPs president ni yeah adwene so o be Ghana yi no mo te ya you have no problem with that say sadia enko import two players and as a president. Now to my next point, Inaki Williams. You see, overwhelmingly, we are very poor. Intimate Koto player. Emma Blasters, no. Now we bought AFCON. We bought 2 World Cups. Still, intimate BBM free anymore. Yeah, Inaki, you know, me feel say, you see, the strategy now coach in the bono metina say, what has been Ghana's best performance in the last 16 years? 2010, AFCON and the World Cup. Into any smart coach will go for the template of 2010. Now we use the template of 2010. Now the template of 2010, the coach need using the year, but on Messi abe baku a key.
You know,
because of near omoya channel training ground. Also, I catch us the players be or her. Over to me dada would in the training. And something happened again in the second game, no. System na ye bono. The template of 2010. It's okay. But 2010 then we needed because you be consider possession. Your numbers in be few, no. And you say you call your nima. It means whoever is leading the attack, no, ain't mean a mistake with the fewest chances I benya. I was saying nipa na be clinical. It is obenya goal da mamia as a moja and share, no. So we need somebody affronter. The conversion rate na I was through.
Yes.
Here saw so many touches in the game. And I know a gamble no de ko share akwada nsa. I felt that change was good, but the nipa na no the neighbor was the wrong choice. Maka Brandon Thomas Asante as a marker actual. Osha later on in the game when Semenyo decided so be back in Abesha center backs, Mageno, he caused them problems.
No more hopeful.
So you need Thomas Brandon Asante to be there, not Edu Kabina.
Osa Yinifrimu.
Our speed, all right. Our BBR.
No, just Osa Yinifrimu.
Yes, we need him later on in the game. Our BBR, our speed, all right. But the conversion rate will only be. Say minimal chance, but half chance. Or na ye go no only be only yet. That is not to say only future with the Blasters.
Okay.
And he will need to build that. Yes. Into Nipa why arrived. Are you ready for say Jumani say no? Hey, Brandon Asante. Because new can about Jordan.
Yeah.
Energy ni hobium and your money neke kind of game no any hosa. But ye teaming see if a template of 2010 na will be because the goals will get us going.
Coach the press conference and me tie no. Or the kind Sunday warning shot to be or can say there will be new surprises for England.
Okay.
Or can say players or be or the surprise England for maybe either the Estivo Air can say Edu Kabina might have done a lot. Training grounds to convince the coach ahead of Brendan Moore to serve as alternative to your substitution and I say a Jordan Ayumo or maybe not opposite or swerve because on analyze it. Thomas Asante ball now we are Panama game no I'm analyzing no and until now Thomas Tuchel can pace and direct they have players who can steal the ball. I am sure the coach wanted to swerve them. Maybe Omunimadu Kabanasa or something.
You see, the reason England had a lot of passes and they said the centre backs was free. This is
so go in and now call it for no Angola 20
from deep. As a tiki, one touch and a ball on the share.
It's similar to Algeria 2015 the other kind similar. Born ground day out just a control. Yes. That's one touch.
Profile to say as at the end.
Yeah.
Until Ubeka said they are two different players. But the open Nimu Honipa also will lead the attack now. I think it should be as Asante. Because they hold that play even against Panama. Send your train anyhow or fighting for balls, you know. You will need that in the team. Edu Kwabena is not a bad player, but occasion, you know, we didn't need him at that moment. And the choice of Inaki Williams, Fatah will always be my best bet because he can shoot from range or pace.
And
look at pass now, the man.
Yeah.
Look at pass. Say pass now. Someone ka first touch now. No, she baby or bobo nato. But Oji, you know, wasted a lot of time. Of course, a penalty. A clear penalty.
Yeah.
More near penalty. But me say this is a template for 2010. That is the best Ghana are performing in the last 15 years. Inti is a coach in a next game. In as much as they will defense, you know, defense alone cannot carry us over the line. We will need the attack to start scoring.
Okay,
and that is why I will go for Thomas Asante. So best started. Probably he should be the leader in the next games.
New so say sake of time until buy game more board no so.
Board no so. On a Saturday and a Steve Ekano.
Yes.
Now me perceive me boss Sarah but quickly me highlight on kwa save no den insano.
Idea no Saka dia.
Bukayo dia no.
Okay, so Sharak mo besanya Bukayo Saka effort na man.
Game ya receive no. Goalkeepers no become problems in the actual. Yeah, nice. Now before no be shoot no oma Bukayo board and Bukayo no left no ansano abo.
Okay. Obebona
no obe ha de bi ha. Me angle me per angle no the other angle no. Reverse angle no. We are.
Okay.
That this is the angle I me pay.
Okay.
And asari camera no. We asari camera.
Okay.
Un se hono bi. Shade di baby Bukayo board fire no. Un se hono bi. Now we are talking about this is it. Baby board fire no. The only player now wo because all block BB Jeremy Poku. And no pono na ehun because of nensa wan hia na kobo nensa. Odo obo reverse angle na make draw ko nyira no hold ma me. Enuni.
Poso ha ma hananka ko chi no post time a Saka be bona na nka ma post na.
Yeah, he said o see face on your defense no. Yeah. Obia Ghana defend but she picture ni
quite
them we a very dangerous for Leo Messi mono ne sankro for Robin mono Saka no even Salah kra no ko be left board kakra but Adiba come the more Sarah Basso ne say bo we Orika call left and San how responded right now you can't na ojina ho okon left yeah opa obo play no shade
what tie be move
yes and ko left no. Then he had to change. Obe say corner left no. Or make a step to the left.
Or call left one.
And Sana or reacted to ball on the right now. But yeah, when him goalkeeping the dangerous pa. I'm person me boss Sarah but so Steve O na magine ko. Either say line high. A very dangerous for goalkeepers. Because a higher. The ball basa coach no. The ball no. Because a line higher. A pursue goalkeeper no. A toy chase say oba ntomo e betimi adu oba later e betimi adu e bi na adu Kwabena ne Pickford de ne no na England line no very high. Another situation very dangerous for goalkeepers line no deep and na bono and na body block say deep obi asi wanim obia wanim ho. Yeah, sana de ntie
so say na bodies won anim
bodies no na disturb no eno nya man Sarah call left no and sana wo hwe ni ye abano bodies no draw so when they confuse you deflection all of that before now wunya vision you know na do but me hwe performance na Sarah dan edi no a yaw omo prepare ye na no so ti asem John goalkeeper nraka bibi etimi ato yi apart from save no dey say save ye no on born of first call ye na soro no Asari naturally doesn't do that. So enradi Asari no. You bought players na baso. But yaw Asari na muso so bo e go pa.
Meza so Paul so
Summer text Paul
Paul number.
Summer text also in the TV more than the monitor show. But I think say no I will chroma say no. Menya abo check akra as to who becomes our main number 9 in the Black Stars. Everything clearly shows Jordan Ayew the confidence is so be in the frame. That is even the first positive thing about Carlos Queiroz Amape. Say if the game is not going in favor of Jordan, will be in the frame. And I think Jordan has also accepted his role within the squad. But and I'm sure say the NTR or call in for Prince Owusuno the height of Ezri Konsa and Magay. Brandon good within the hold up play, but to be area draws near call long now. You expect a player or be flicky to the runners because no runners be no one in chain. Antoine Semenyo and Afatau Ishaku. It's a call long now. The ordinity day a betray, but the refereeing decision. Yow.
And I'm going to say a man for crowd the message.
Yes, and I think it's something I Ghana
penalty not something referees no, but I'm say be the place where
last statement.
They sure say be the place we're spoken to.
Oh yes,
say be more avoid the referee.
Oh yes, I agree.
But be your mind to me.
But last statement to make, you see, so I know I know they are listening. Yow, yes, you are too nice.
In place no.
Yes, we are nice do. Meaning say Ghanaian culture. You are too nice. If you want to play like the way Carlos Cruz set it up team, they say haram kakra in defending na. Mufa dark act kakra and touch it. Egypt for or the reason why they've been winning and this Morocco for no sometimes they apply the dark art. I don't know Bellingham here and Emremuno. Yaw, and you can say Bellingham your red card. That is the truth. Because a confrontation, I was just a discussion with. So
I'm some more now. Feel say FIFA the bar say.
Oh, unless it is confrontational.
Okay.
It wasn't confrontational, but you see sometimes play the devil's advocate. I say you too need to do. Sometimes you too be oh the senya ya hurricane. Game niabo or born a say no or da home my referee no cry sometimes let us be
Mate.
Munda from me be munya too nice. As some nice boys do. There be football and far kuma pambo. Ebo sama juma. Ebo sama juma.
Well, I will so say. I mean, can messages. Sharak no more prepare videos. No videos. No medical semester. Ya monya na landscape. Odi ma phone no nani nchemu say. Into mo yana sana ne ye before mo dia na say messages over 500 near Chinti. We say my best player was Marvin Senaya and Jonas Ajite. In fact, our back four was super. And no, I Charles Listowell and Liston so Edna Diana by. We also say Sibo also did well. Yes, questions one and question Sibo nya bad cra. We say fancy watching the show live from University of Ghana, Legon. Benjamin Asare was solid yesterday because he was communicating with the players very well. I'm saying Benwa what is what team just only the boys and what you know. Say I agree with you, Steve. H. Dogley is one of the superb midfielders Ewo Ghana. Ye league no mutinke bi H. Dogley mo ne Salim Modiano. Nanki twa mo path ema mo said be o tena bi subeba mfaso. Couple the honorable so ya cardi a couple can and indeed ampano okaze ref no bema ya swan she because lack the say eni ho omo ye ho so aduma share access videos na ready there enkwe na yemfa yem viewers and yem listeners wo mo e video no na afi ba bi